So the next topic what we have to discuss. So serialization. Keep subheading. Serialization. 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 Okay, make sure you people should have clear clarity about this serialization, right? So what the agenda we are going to discuss? The first topic we will cover about introduction. The first topic we will discuss introduction. Next, second topic, object graphs. Object graphs in serialization. Object graphs in serialization. Object graphs in serialization. In serialization. Okay, third one, object graphs in serialization. Third, customized serialization. Customized serialization. Third, customized serialization. Fourth one, serialization with respect to inheritance. Serialization with respect to inheritance. Serialization with respect to inheritance. And then we can go for externalization. Externalization. Next one, externalization. Next, serial version UID. Serial version UID. Okay, that's all. These are the topics what we have to discuss as a part of serialization, right? Okay. Introduction, object graphs in serialization, customized serialization, serialization with respect to inheritance. Next, externalization, very important, externalization, and then serial version UID. Okay. Most of the people in our core Java classes, up to what level we can learn? Mostly introduction part. But for SCJP, each and everything we should aware. In serialization, each and everything we should compulsory aware with respect to serialization terminology, right? Next, last two topics especially last two topics whatever we have. These are things purely related to interview room set, nowhere related to our SCJP exam. In SCJP, these things are not there. Up to this only serialization concept. The last two things whatever we are adding, okay, this concept purely talks about interview related terminology, right? Okay, this anyway compulsory you should aware what is the difference between serialization, externalization, or what is the role of serial version UID, or what is serial version UID, like compulsory you people should have clear clarity up to this level, right? Okay, now let me start the cinema serialization. Okay, keep subheading. Introduction. Okay, can you just spell out what is serialization with your knowledge, whatever the existing knowledge you have? Can you spell out what is serialization? The process of transferring object from one. Okay. The process of sending an object across a network from one location to another location is serialization. Or some people may heard the process of writing an object to a file is called serialization, or the process of saving state of an object to a file is called serialization. Like, have you aware this type of terminology? So it's a very common word. The process of saving state of an object to a file, or the process of writing an object to a file is called serialization. The process of reading an object from a file is called deserialization, or the process of sending an object across a network is called serialization. The process of reading an object from the network is called deserialization, right? But what is serialization, deserialization? Of course, all these terminology, acceptable terminology even in the interview room also. But strictly speaking, serialization means, so strictly speaking, at very top level, these definitions are acceptable. But strictly speaking, serialization serialization means there is something you people should aware. Okay, what? Let me go for a small analogy or small example so that you can aware clearly this concept, right? Assume that, listen, this example easily. So same thing is nothing but serialization. Make sure you people should have clear clarity. Okay. So assume I have one kid. Okay, assume I have one kid who is studying in Bangalore, but don't feel really and don't tell outside, which may create a big problem for me. Okay, this is just example sake I'm telling. Okay, assume I have one kid who is studying in the Bangalore. Then one day he made a call saying that, can you please send a big balloon for me? A big balloon for me is nothing but like he made a call. So Ravi has balloon. Ravi is nothing but his friend, or my is a friend. Is a small chota kid is there just beside my house. Is nothing but his friend. Ravi has the balloon, but he is not allow me to play together. Can you please send a big balloon? Make sure that balloon should be bigger than whatever Ravi has. Like he told, kiddish mentality is nothing but like kid behavior is something like. Then I told, if the kid is asking something, every parent is very much eager. Every parent is very much eager to provide that. You know, at kid level, attachment is more between the parent, father and the kid, or otherwise mother and the kid. At kid level, more attachment by default will be there. Best example for you, even I had one experience with my cousin. My cousin is there, who is working in the software. So almost around 80,000 or 90,000 rupees is getting per month. Then is using chappals, whatever chappals are there, is not branded, is nothing but just 30 rupees or 40 rupees or some 50 rupees like is used in the chappal. 80 or 90,000 rupees is your salary, working in top MNC, why you are using this type of, money is a very important. How just for the sake of chappal, why, how you can spend thousands, man, is nothing but like he told. Oh, okay, I said it. But my cousin and myself both are going somewhere with his kid. My cousin kid also came. Suddenly in somewhere, somewhere, he saw one, what we call, so it's a small bike type, for kid bikes, electrical bikes are there, right? It's nothing but small bike type. Kid asked, Dad, I want that one. Is nothing but like, he asked my cousin, Dad, I want that bike. Is nothing but electrical bike. Almost it's a cost of 5,000 rupees around. Then kid asked, immediately my cousin, I don't know, just I observe what answer this person is going to tell. Whenever I asked about chapel, thousands of rupees how you can waste, like he told, right? Then whenever kid asked, Dad, I want that electrical bike, then immediately this person went how much is the cost? 5,500 or something like. He took that one at 5,000 immediately and he gave it to the kid. Really I got shocked. Okay, this is whenever the thing talks about is a chapel, is not taking that much care, but if the kid asking 5,000 electrical bike is nothing but immediately, without waiting single second also, is nothing but immediately the parent provided. That much attachment will be there at kid and parent level. Okay, this, do you have the kids? Okay, soon. You will have. Do you know, if one kid under 500 crores money is nothing but, which one can provide more happiness for you? Is nothing but kid can provide more happiness than 500 crores money also. Is nothing but, make sure. You may not enjoy that. Maybe soon you are going to enjoy those feelings, right? Not required to worry. Okay. Now, here see this one. So kid level, okay, kid level, this type of attachment will be there for the kid and parent. Okay, this. Then, so, but this rule is applicable only at kid level, Anna. But once we grow, is nothing but then our parent may not in a position to listen our big requirements. Suppose if you can ask, Dad, I want Katrina Kaif, then my father is going to get left and right. Okay, this rule is applicable only at kid level. Are you getting that? Only at kid level. Then my kid asked, Dad, can you please send a big balloon for me? Is nothing but like, kid, not required to worry. By this weekend, at any case, definitely you are going to get the balloon, big balloon, not required to worry. Like I told, I gave the word. So Dad, I'm eagerly waiting for the balloon, whatever you are sending. Like he told, okay, sure. Like, then I went there. I took some time. I went there one shopping mall. In the shopping mall, first question I asked, was balloons are available here or not? Then that person told, yeah, balloons are available. Can you please give the biggest balloon whatever you have in your shop? irrespective of the price. Price wise not required to worry. Can you please give the biggest balloon whatever you have? Is nothing but like asked. Have you observed? In my statement, my attachment with my kid is reflecting. I didn't ask what is the price and so on. Can you please give the biggest balloon whatever you have? Like irrespective of the price. Then I told. Then immediately, so one person entered into go down or something inside. After 5 minutes, that person came. Do you know, by bringing this, do you know that person came with a big balloon? How much size is there? Is nothing but, do you know, this much size is there for this balloon. Are you getting? How much size is there? Is nothing but, this much size is there for this balloon. Are you getting? Really, I got, so this big balloon. Then I felt very happy by seeing this balloon. Oh, big balloon only like. Then I asked, how much is the price? Then the person told, sir, 1500 rupees is the price. Without asking any other, I gave 1500, I hand over this balloon. But after taking this balloon, my problem started. Okay, because the reason is, I have to send this balloon to Bangalore. First, how I can hold this balloon is a big problem for me. Then I hold this balloon like this much size is there. Then I hold this one just like a robot, I'm walking on the road. Okay, then how I can send this balloon to the Bangalore like then immediately I thought there nearby some DTDC courier shop is there. Okay, DTDC courier shop are there. Then I approached it. Whenever by walk only with this big balloon, that's nothing but I'm walking on the just like a robo, I went there. Whenever I'm going towards that DTDC shop, the DTDC person observed, reception person, why this person is coming with this big balloon like he only came out from the shop. Then he asked him from that courier shop, he only came out and he asked, sir, what do you want? Sir, what do you want? Then I told, can you please send this balloon to the Bangalore like, I told very casually. Then that person saw from top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom, first look only. No sir, I can't send this balloon to the Bangalore. Then I asked her, what is the problem? What is the problem? Because, so according to courier rules, money we should not send by courier. Next and after that, illegal things we can't send by courier. Gold or diamonds we can't send by courier. It is not money, it's not gold, it's not illegal. Why don't you send a man like I told? Then that person told, sir, it is not in transport supported form. Are you getting, sir? Usually we are going to send our items by flight. If I want to send my items by flight, how much space it is going to occupy? A big balloon, how much space it is going to occupy? One problem. Second problem is, if a small pressure, a small needle press is there, automatically this balloon is going to be damaged, maximum chance. Sir, it is not in transport supported form. Sorry sir, I can't send this balloon like he explained clearly the problem. Then immediately, earlier I demanded, why you didn't send man, can you please send like I told. Then now, I took 1500 rupees I invested, man, I kept, I so expended 1500 rupees. Can you please guide at least how I can send this balloon to the Bangalore? At least can you please guide like I asked. Then immediately what that person did is, sir, can you please keep this balloon on the ground like I kept. Then he rounded this balloon twice our price. He rounded the balloon twice our price. Then at last he identified somewhere a small opener is there. Then that person told, sir, it is possible to send this balloon to the Bangalore like he told. Sir, it is possible, we can send this balloon to the Bangalore like he told. Then immediately I had a big doubt. Few minutes before it is impossible like, but now he is telling it is possible. Sir, how it is possible like I asked him. Then immediately that person told, if you remove the air from this balloon, then happily we can send this balloon to the Bangalore. What is the problem, sir? Like, then with very innocent face I asked her, without air, how my kid can play with this balloon, man? Like I told. Then that person told, sir, in Bangalore, he can able to fill with the air, no problem at all. He can able to fill with the gas, no issue at all. Sir, like, please wait. Then I made a phone call to my kid. I am sending the balloon. Is it possible to fill with the air there? Is nothing but because I am removing the air like that, I can able to fill. Yes, a nearby cycle shop is there. They can help. Is nothing but not required to worry like. Then okay. Then I ask her, yes boss, remove the air. Remove the air. After remove the air, now this big balloon became is nothing but a small piece like this. You know, right? So after removing the air, a small piece it will, then automatically he provided one cover. Okay, I placed in the cover. Then I wrote to address and from address, then 25 rupees or 30 rupees you took, and then sir by tomorrow evening it will reach Bangalore like you told. Okay, that's all. Are you getting? Now next day evening, this balloon reach to the Bangalore. Is nothing but this balloon reach to the Bangalore, right? Now this balloon, my kid can't use it directly, correct or not? Okay, this compulsory he has to convert this one into usable form. Is nothing but he has to fill with the air once again. Now the balloon looks like this, correct or not? Now the balloon looks like this. Now this conversion process is nothing but serialization. This conversion process is nothing but serialization. This reverse conversion process is nothing but deserialization, right? Then immediately you ask the doubt, sir, here observe, the original form of balloon is not in transport supported form. Original form of balloon is not in transport supported form. But we have to convert balloon from original form to transport supported form. This conversion process is nothing but serialization concept. Are you able to understand that? Okay, this now, sir, transport supported form of the balloon is not usable form. We have to convert transport supported form to regular usable form. This conversion process is nothing but what? Deserialization, right? Now are you getting? Now observe, sir, I have an object is there. I want to send this object across the network. Java supported form, network supported form may be different. Are you getting? So I have to convert a Java object. So object Java object to network supported form. This conversion process is by default considered as serialization, right? Are you getting? Similarly, sir, an object from network supported form came. It is not in Java supported form, you can't use it. That's why we have to convert an object from network supported form into Java supported form. This conversion process is nothing but what? Deserialization, right? Any explanation is required? What is serialization? What is deserialization? Make sure you people should have clear clarity. Okay, this is the process of converting an object from Java supported form to either network supported form or file supported form. Because the process of writing an object to a file is called serialization. So file supported form is the different, original form of Java supported form is the different. I have to convert an object from Java supported form to either file supported form or network supported form. This conversion process is called serialization. Can you tell what is the deserialization? Now, what is the deserialization? The process of converting an object from file or network supported form into Java supported form. This reverse process is nothing but what? Deserialization, right? Now I hope is clear for all of you. But instead of that, most of the people are going to use the word. The process of sending an object across a network is called serialization. The process of reading an object from the network is nothing but deserialization. Or the process of writing an object to a file is called serialization. The process of reading an object from the file is called deserialization, right? But strictly speaking, there is a difference. Is it clear for all of you, right? So can you tell what is serialization? General word, don't think too much. General word, the process of saving state of an object to a file is called serialization. But strictly speaking, it is the process of converting an object from Java supported form into network supported form or file supported form. Clear for all of you? Same words in reverse is nothing but what? Deserialization, right? Are you able to understand? Basic introduction first. Okay, add. Keep subheading. What subheading you took? Introduction. Under that keep subheading once again serialization. Serialization. The process of writing. Writing state of an object to a file. The process of writing state of an object to a file. The process of writing state of an object to a file. The process of writing state of an object to a file is called serialization. The process of writing state of an object to a file is called serialization. The process of writing state of an object to a file is called serialization. But strictly speaking, strictly speaking, it is the process of converting, but strictly speaking it is the process of converting, is the process of converting an object from, but strictly speaking it is the process of converting an object from Java supported form, from Java supported form, from Java supported form, from Java supported form into either file supported form, into either file supported form, into either file supported form, or into either file supported form or network supported form, into either file supported form or network supported form, into either file supported form or network supported form, network supported form. Are you getting? So what is serialization? The process of writing state of an object to a file is nothing but serialization, but strictly speaking it is the process of converting an object from either file supported form or network supported form into Java supported form, either Java supported form to file or network supported form. Right now here see, sir, I have one file is there, just observe this point well. Sir, I have one file, okay, my file is abc.ser file is there, abc.ser. Now I have one object is there, okay, this is the object we have, okay, it is the object. I want to write this object to the file, okay. Object means binary data, correct, right? Okay, this is, if you want to write an object means streams are required, normal text data, readers and writers, but binary data means what? Streams must be required. To write binary data to the file, which stream is required? Output stream is required. Are you getting? Which stream is required? Output stream is required. First step, create file output stream. File output stream. By using file output stream, we can write binary data to the file. Sir, we can write binary data to the file, but not object directly. How you can write an object directly to the file? Is nothing but we can write binary data to the file, but not object. How you can write an object? There is one special stream is there, object output stream. Are you getting? There is some special stream. Which thing? Object output stream is there. Okay. By using file output stream, create object output stream. Are you getting? What is that one? Object output stream. Object output stream contain one method. What is the name of that method? Is write object. Are you getting? Assume it is the D object, dog object, right? Write object of D1. Write object of D1. Happily, this object by default can able to sit into the file. Are you able to get that? Happily, this object can able to sit into the file. Okay, this is nothing but serialization concept. Sir, I have an object. How I can write this object to the file? Is nothing but this process is by default considered as what? Serialization. For that, which streams are required? Which streams are required? File output stream and object output stream. By using file output stream and object output stream classes, we can achieve serialization concept. Is it clear for all of you? Okay, add. Next up, by using file output stream, file output stream and object output stream classes, single word file output stream, object output stream, because class names. By using file output stream and object output stream classes, we can achieve, by using file output stream and object output stream classes, we can achieve or we can implement any word. We can implement serialization. We can implement serialization. Is it clear for all of you? Look at this. Now take this diagram. Take this one. I have one object. I want to save this object to the file. Take it clearly. What is a serialization? Have you observed what is the name of the file? What is the name of the file? abc.ser, serializable file. Then immediately I ask that out. Sir, is it compulsory .ser? No, any extension you can keep. abc.txt valid. abc.durga valid. No problem, because in Java, file extension is not important, because it is based on, file is based on Unix operating system, where extension is not there, not applicable in the Unix. That's why abc.ser, convention to use .ser, but not mandatory. Completed, right? Okay. Object output stream, dot write object of D1. Happily this object by default can able to sit into the file. Any explanation is required for this? Okay. Completed, right? Now the same thing in reverse is nothing but what? Deserialization, right? Keep supporting deserialization. 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 And under that head, the process of reading, the process of reading state of an object, the process of reading state of an object, the process of reading state of an object from the file, the process of reading state of an object from the file is called, deserialization, The process of reading state of an object from the file is called deserialization. But strictly speaking, it is the process of converting. An object from. But strictly speaking, it is the process of converting an object from either file supported form, or network supported form, into Java supported form. Either file or network supported form into Java supported form, Java supported form. Okay, like are you getting? So now my terminology, how we can perform, by using which streams we can perform deserialization, right? Can you tell by using which streams we can perform serialization? File output stream and object output stream. Can you tell by using which streams we can perform deserialization? File input stream and object input stream classes. Can you tell? Yes, see, already object is there. Now the first one, let me open file input stream. Listen this one, file input stream. On this file input stream, open object input stream. Are you getting? Object input stream. This object input stream contain read object method is there. Are you able to get? Now happily this object by default is coming out, and this is the object. D2 is nothing but like this. Are you able to understand? Okay, this is. So by using which streams we can implement a deserialization. By using which streams we can implement deserialization? File input stream and object input stream classes. Okay, add. Next paragraph. By using file input stream, and object input stream classes, we can implement deserialization. Deserialization. That's all. Take this diagram. Take clearly. So in the file my object is there. Now I am trying to deserialize. Completed, I hope. say clearly. File input stream. If you want to read binary data, input streams are required. File input stream to read binary data. Object input stream to read object directly. To write an object output stream. To read an object input streams are required. Don't get confused. Getting right? So, what is serialization? What is the deserialization? How we can implement which streams are required like. I hope up to this there is not required to keep any explanation. Completed, right? Sir, can you please convert this total theory, this total discussion into an executable program so that we can able to understand, like you may have the doubt. Here, observe. Sir, what I am trying to take here is, listen this one. Here, I want to explain serialization, deserialization concept with an example. Here, see this point well. Here, just observe. Class, okay, here see, class dog, because dog object I want to serialize, class dog. This dog class contain int I is equal to 10, int j is equal to 20, like two variables are there, two instance variables are there. Now class serialize demo, class serialize demo, public static void main string array args. Class serialize demo, public static void main, like, okay. Now my target is, sir, I'm creating one dog object. Sir, dog d1 is equal to new dog. Like I created one dog object. Okay. If I created one dog object, can you tell what is the d1 value? What is the value of d? I created one dog object. What is the I value? 10. What is the j value? 20. Are you getting? I value is nothing but 10, j is the 20. Now my target is, I want to save this file to abc.ser file. I want to save to abc.ser. I want to save this object to the file. Is nothing but what operation we have to perform? Serialization concept. To perform this serialization, which things must be required? File output stream and object output stream classes. That's why let me create file output stream. Anyway, while writing you can use full forms. File output stream FOS is equal to new file output stream. Sir, to which file you want to write? To which file we have to write? abc.ser. File output stream FOS is equal to new file output stream of abc.ser. Object output stream OOS is equal to new object output stream of FOS. New object output stream of FOS. Next, OOS dot write object of D1. OOS dot write object of D1. Sir, have you observed? First create file output stream. By using that create object output stream and then write object of D1. Is it clear right now? These are three lines by default considered as what? These are three lines by default considered as what? Serialization. Okay. Now happily the object by default is going to sit in the file, and this concept itself is nothing but what? Serialization. We did already right. Okay. I value is the 10, j value is nothing but 20, like. Okay. Now my next thing, sir, I want to deserialize this object. I want to deserialize this object. Can you tell to deserialize an object which streams are required? File input stream and object input stream. Now, sir, file input stream FIS is equal to file input stream FIS is equal to new file input stream of abc.ser. Sir, from which file you want to read? abc.ser file. Next, object input stream OIS is equal to new object input stream of new object input stream of FIS. Okay. Next, dog D2 is equal to dog of OIS dot read object. OIS dot read object. Like now, do you know these lines by default considered as what is this thing? Deserialization, right? This thing is by default deserialization. But here one very important twist. What the twist here is? Sir, dog D2 is equal to dog of OIS dot read object. Why this typecasting is required? Sir, the return type of read object method is object because this is the code to read any object. It may be dog object, it may be cat object, or it may be account object. That's why the return type of read object method is what? Object. That's why compulsory we require to perform typecasting. Now, happily this object by default came. Came out, and D2 is the reference variable. What is the I value? 10. What is the J value? 20. And these lines by default considered as what? Deserialization. This thing is nothing but deserialization, right? Now I want to print what is the value of I, what is the value of J. System.out.println d2.i dot d2.j is nothing but like end of this one, end of this. That's all. Are you getting? So can you tell what is the output by default you are going to get? 10 followed by 20. Okay. The basic skeleton to perform serialization, deserialization itself is nothing but clear for all of you, right? Any explanation is required? Okay, this is the basic skeleton to perform serialization, deserialization. I created one object. Have you observed? I created one object. This is my object. I saved this object to the file, and I am trying to read that object from the file, and I am trying to print the values. Is serialization, deserialization is nothing but like basic idea. Are you able to understand it? But to compile and run this code properly, small changes are required. Not changes, small additions are required. What additions? First thing, in this example, we use file output same, object output same, file input same, object input same. Can you tell these classes present in which package? IO package. That's why compulsory we have to keep what? Import statement, right? That's why, so what we have to do, import java.io.star. Import java.io.star is nothing but like we have to do is the first one. Observe. Next, while performing write object and read object, there may be a chance of rising IO exception. Are you getting, boss? I'm not interested to handle any exception. My JVM is going to take care. How you can specify that? Throws exception. Like I'm taking, otherwise the code won't compile. Throws exception. Like this I'm taking, right? Can you tell if the code is going to compile or not? Think a bit carefully and then tell the answer. Hare? No, no. If the code is going to compile or not? Yes, sir. Hello? Yes or no? Is it going to compile or not? Yes? No? Hello? Yes, no, all right. Yes or no? No. The code won't compile. Sure? How many people are feeling the code won't compile? Good. Why? What is the reason? What problem? What mistake I did? Which one? Extends or implements? Implements, not extends. Implements. Serializable is an interface. Sir, we are trying to serialize. We are trying to serialize the object. If you want to serialize an object, compulsory this object should be serializable object. Okay. When we say that an object is said to be serializable, if and only if the corresponding class implements serializable interface. In our example, which object we are trying to serialize? Dog object. Which object we are trying to serialize? Dog object we are trying to serialize. But dog class doesn't implement serializable. So can you tell if the code is going to compile or not? Ayo, can you tell if the code is going to compile or not? 100% pakka, the code compiles fine, no problem at all. Okay, if we are trying to serialize an object but the corresponding class doesn't implement serializable, then we are going to get runtime exception. Then we will get runtime exception saying not serializable exception, not serializable exception, colon, for which one? Dog, because we are trying to serialize the dog object, right? Not serializable exception for a dog. Is it clear for all of you? So if the code is going to compile or not? Compile, but the problem is at runtime. Now how I can solve that runtime problem? Not required to keep class dog implements serializable. If I can take this one, nothing will be there in the serialization, deserialization. Happily the program will compile and run. Whatever the output we are going to get, 10, 20, right? Clear for all of you? Right? Let me consider. Here see. The same example, let me compile and run this code. Serialize demo.java. Yeah, let me take, I don't want to keep implement serializable at the beginning, because I want to show the runtime exception, right? So int I is equal to 10, int j is equal to 20. Class dog, int I is equal to 10, int j is equal to 20. Have you observed? Class serialize demo, public static void main throws exception. Okay, I just created a dog object. Next term, file output stream, FOS new file output stream of abc.scr, object output stream, OOS new object output stream of FOS. Beyond that nothing. FOS, next OOS dot write object of D1. Sir, so can you tell these 3 lines of the code? And these 3 lines of the code is what? Serialization, right? Now I'm trying to deserialize. File input stream, object input stream, and OOS dot read object, and the typecasting must be compulsory, right? Now deserialization, and then d2 dot I dot d2 dot j I'm trying to take. Same example, but the problem here is dog doesn't implement serializable. If the class doesn't implement serializable, is it a compile-time error or runtime exception? Runtime exception, right? Now see, here observe this one. Okay, Java C serialize demo.java. Sir, any compile time error? No. Java serialize demo. Either any runtime exception? Yes. Have you observed exception in thread main? Java.io dot not serializable exception dog. Java.io dot not serializable exception dog is nothing but like we are going to get. Okay. Now, so how I can solve this runtime exception? Simple. Class dog what implements serializable. Can you tell serializable interface present in which package? Java.io package, Java.io package, and is it contain any method? Any method? No, there is no method. Is it a marker interface or not? Yes. Okay. By keeping implement serializable, we are not required to do any extra methods and so on, right? Okay. Now observe. Sir, I am taking the class dog implements serializable. Is nothing but like either any compile time error? No. Either any runtime exception? No. Happily the output by default we are going to get. Have you observed? The output we are going to get 10 followed by 20. Any explanation is required up to this? Okay. Make sure you people should aware clearly, right? Okay. This take this example first. So what is serialization? Deserialization with an example. Take clearly. Yes, completed, right? Take clearly. File output stream, object output stream, OOS dot write object of D1. Next, file input stream, object input stream. Next, dog D2 is equal to dog of OIS dot read object D2 dot I. Next, this code completed, right? And then better to highlight this serialization. Add these are three lines, serialization. These are three lines, deserialization, serialization, deserialization, serialization, deserialization, and then completed, right? Serialization, deserialization, and after that, okay, take this diagram also, compulsory. For every program, you are going to talk the diagram. So compulsory you have to take the diagram just beside what we are doing. Okay, like I is equal to 10, J is equal to 20. So this part is serialization, this part is deserialization. Serialization, deserialization. Completed, right? Okay. That's all, not required to keep much explanation about these words. But is serialization, deserialization like. File output stream, object output stream, OOS dot write object of D1. File input stream, object input stream. Completed, right? Okay, that's all. This is what serialization, deserialization with a program. But here there are some conclusions you people should be aware, already we covered. Okay, and now we can serialize only serializable objects. When we say that an object is said to be serializable, if and only if the corresponding class implements what? Serializable. And the serializable interface present where? Java.io package, and it doesn't contain any methods. That's why is it a marker interface or not? Yes. Okay, add. We can serialize only serializable objects. We can serialize only serializable objects. We can serialize only serializable objects. Objects. Next up, an object is said to be serializable. An object is said to be serializable. An object is said to be serializable if and only if an object is said to be serializable if and only if the corresponding class implements serializable interface. If and only if the corresponding class implements serializable interface. The corresponding class implements serializable interface. The corresponding class implements serializable interface. Next, serializable interface present in java.io package. Serializable interface present in java.io package, and it doesn't contain any methods, It is a marker interface. Doesn't contain any methods. It is a marker interface. It's a marker interface. Okay. Next point. If we are trying to serialize a non-serializable object, if we are trying to serialize a non-serializable object, then we will get runtime exception. Saying, can I spell out what is that exception? We will get runtime exception saying not serializable exception. Not serializable exception. It is a single word. We will get runtime exception saying not serializable exception. That's all. Is it clear for all of you? Okay, this is make sure you people should aware clearly, right? Okay. Now the next terminology here, just observe. That's all. This is about what is the serialization, deserialization, what important loopholes are there related to this. Is nothing but like clear for all of you, right? Okay. Now the next thing, in serialization context, there may be a chance. There may be a chance of one keyword play very important role. Can I spell out what is that keyword? Most of the people aware. Transient keyword. In serialization, transient keyword play very important role. Sir, what is transient? Or what is the role of transient in our serialization concept? Now keep suffering. Transient keyword. Transient, T-R-A-N-S-I-E-N-T, transient keyword. First conclusion, not required to keep much explanation. Okay, about functionality I will explain. Transient keyword applicable only for variables. Regarding you can't apply for method, you can't apply for the class. So we can use this modifier only for what? Variables only. You can't apply any variables. Add transient modifier or keyword, anybody you can spell out. Transient modifier applicable. Transient modifier applicable only for transient modifier applicable only for variables, but not for methods and classes, Now a bit important term, important terminology. Sir, what is role? What is the role of transient keyword in serialization, right? Sir, here in serialization, what I am doing basically saving state of an object to a file. Sir, I want to save this data. In the future, whenever this data is required, happily I can get from the file. Saving data to the file, is it a permanent storage or temporary storage? Permanent, because this file is going to be stored where? In the hard disk. Hard disk data is the permanent or temporary? Permanent. Even today, shut down the system. Tomorrow you open open this file, data by default will be there. So in serialization we are saving the data permanently to the file, correct or not? We are saving permanently to the file. Now my question is, observe, while saving data permanently to the file, there may be a chance of some secured information is there, sensitive information is there. Sir, sensitive information we should not save permanently, not at all recommended, right? Best example, ATM card. ATM card, one few days before, or last year or before last year, I hope, one of my friend, he approached me. He's very dull, almost crying. Then I asked, what happened like? This was happened few years back. What happened like? I lost my ATM card like. If you lost ATM card, what is the problem? Just make a phone call to bank and block that card. No one is going to use. No, Durga. So already whatever amount is there, almost 25 or 30,000 is there in my account, already gone. Like, you lost only card. How we got your money is nothing but from the account. How that person aware PIN number like? Then immediately this person told, Durga, I wrote PIN number on back side of card. Really? This type of innocent people are there in the society. I wrote the back side of the PIN. Why you wrote, man? Durga, always I'm forgetting. That's why safe side on the back side, if you are going to say, it is a good, right? Like, that's why I wrote. Then we can't do anything. So if possible, make a complaint, or otherwise go for the new card like I told. It's nothing but getting the thing right. So writing PIN number on the back side of ATM card, is it dangerous or not? Dangerous. If by mistake my card got misplaced, automatically my PIN number also there. Happily can able to enjoy. So whatever the money, with that account money, right? Okay. This is so. While writing sensitive data, we have to take a bit special care. Correct or not? Okay, this is. So very recently I saw one article somewhere, one article in the news channel, one small article is there. NTV, I hope. Olden days, the relations are very strong. Okay, so once lady and gent got married, until last minute of their life, these people are always together. Are you getting right? But these days, relations are very temporary. So today, gent is with one lady. There is no guarantee tomorrow the same gent will the same lady or not. Is nothing but maybe lady will be changed or gent will be changed. Is nothing but temporary. Next, today is nothing but, so two people got married. Is nothing but two couple got married. But after 1 year, at their first marriage anniversary, there is no guarantee whether these people are always together. Ayyo, really, there is very serious problems are there. Why the relations are this much very temporary? Like experts analyzed, they came up with some reasons. They came up with some reasons. In the one reason, top 3 reasons, 10 reasons they highlight. 2 worst. In the top 3, one reason is nothing but password. Password is one reason why most of the couples got divorced. Is nothing but got separated. 2 lovers got separated, or 2 married couple got divorced. Is nothing but simple. Password is one reason. Out of 10, password also play. Really, I got shocked. How the password? Just because of password, the couple got divorced. Or just because of password, just is nothing but 2 lovers got separated. How, man? Is nothing but like, I'm very serious. My attention is nothing but on that article. Suddenly that person, if you want to know, so keep on watching NTV, like one ad, 5 minutes or 3 minutes ad, I stick to that channel only. Then after advertisements, then the program came once again. Then I checked there. In the that lady she is explaining like how the password is nothing but because of password why most of the people got separated. Like in the house, usually wife and husband both are going to use same system, correct or not? For wife one separate system, for husband another separate system, for mother another separate system. No, it is not something lab. Okay, this usually within the house a same system will be used by multiple people, right? Same. Suppose assume husband is there on the system, he checking the mail or he's doing some work. Wife came, Wife came. Can you please give the system? I want to check mail. Very urgent mail from my office, like she used the word. Then what this person did is enter the mail ID, because he aware the mail ID, enter the mail ID. Then immediately, then she, yeah, can you please tell the password? Like he's trying to give. Can you please tell the password? Please give the keyboard. Is nothing much like. Come on, right? Please give the keyboard. Then this lady entered. Then this person is going to have big doubt, big question mark. Why password she is not sharing? Is nothing but like they say. Need not be gent on the system. Maybe lady on the system. Gent is asking, can you please give the system for 5 minutes? Is nothing but. First doubt is going to be, is nothing but in mind. Next, definitely, whether lady or gent, definitely the person can get is nothing but others password. Is nothing but damn sure. Is after she is. Because our wife or husband came last 1 year or 1.5 years. But this mail ID is there from our college days onwards. Colorful stories may be a chance in the mail. Are you getting that? Colorful stories may be a chance. Suppose by mistake the mail with colorful stories, that thing is enough to send out to get diverted, right? That's why. So, do you know, highly recommend, password is nothing but how much dangerous. Have you observed? That's why highly recommended before going to the marriage, close all your old mail IDs. Better to good programming practice. Good programming practice. So that okay, this is now because mail ID is there from our college days onwards. We won't change mail IDs that much frequently. Mail ID the same. Then colorful stories may be a chance. Then automatically our cinema is going to be big. That's why. So recommended good programming practice is nothing but like. Next up, another in the top 3, how much password is secured? Have you observed? Next, second thing is nothing but. So in the top 10, one more missed call also. Missed call. Suppose here it's also very dangerous. Missed call. Suppose in the park 2 lovers are there, so they are talking. Suddenly gent mobile ringing, stopping, ringing, stopping, ringing, stopping. Then immediately. So gent is telling to the lady, please wait 2 minutes. Like he went, had a talk. After 5 minutes, he came, and 1 second he came. Then she asked first question she is going to ask her, from where the call is coming? Nothing, my friend. Then automatically question mark face is going to come. Then the cinema is going to start. Are you getting that? Okay, this. So that's why make sure. So mobile numbers, mail IDs, just before going to the marriage, highly recommended to change. Suppose usually, so if I am getting a missed call, then I will give my mobile to my wife. Can you please check who is calling? Is nothing but then automatically the relation will be very transparent. Happily we can enjoy the life. Is nothing but there is no such type of options like. So can you please check? Open my mail. So I'm eagerly waiting for email. Can you please check whether that mail came or not? Like I can make a call to my wife. Then she is going to check. So good programming practices observe. Okay. Now make sure. Yeah. Password, how much danger? Okay. Suppose, sir, serialization related, one excellent material is there with me. Can you please share your mail IDs so that I will share this material for you? Everyone in the classroom can able to share or not? Everyone in the classroom can able to share. Sir, can you please share password also? Can you please share password also? Because I have to cross check whether that mail came or not. Is nothing but can you please share password also? How many of you are going to share password? If anyone, at least one is going to share, I'm sure it is not his original regular mail ID and password. Correct or not? It's a dummy or duplicate, right? So username you can write anywhere, but password you should not write anywhere. Are you getting that? Okay, this is ATM card anywhere you can leave, but PIN number you should not keep anywhere. Is there nothing but like secured things we have to take. So sir, I'm saving data to the file. I'm saving data to the file. In serialization, object state I'm changing. Is it saving to the file? Is it permanent or temporary? Permanent. There may be a chance of misuse. That's why while performing serialization, there may be a chance of sensitive data. We should not save the value of that variable. At the time of serialization, if you don't want to save the value of a particular variable to meet the security constraint, so assume first one is the username, second one is the password. Username you can save, but password you should not save. At the time of serialization, if you don't want to save the value of a particular variable to meet security constraint, such a type of variable we have to declare with the transient keyword. Sir, how many variables are there? to variable int I, assume it is the username, int j is the password. Now j value I don't want to save, then happily we can declare this variable as a transient. If I declare this variable as the transient, what will happen? Sir, what is the impact of transient? Simple. At the time of serialization, JVM will check is any variable is the transient or not. Yes boss, if a variable is the transient, JVM ignore original value, save default value to the file. Regarding JVM ignore original value, save default value to the file. What is the default value for int? 0. Now which value will be saved to the file? 0. Which value is going to come out? 0. If I am trying to print SOP of d2.i d2.j, what is the answer? 10 followed by 0, right? That is the impact of transient keyword. That is the advantage of transient. Is it clear, right? At the time of serialization, if you don't want to save the value of a particular variable to meet security constraint, that variable we have to declare with the transient, right? So while performing serialization, JVM ignore original value and save default value to the file. Is it clear? Now what is the output by default we are going to get, 10 followed by what? 0. Let me show this one. Which variable is the transient? J. Let me take transient. So can you tell if j is not transient? Sir, not transient. What is the answer? 10, 20. J is not transient. 10, 20 is the answer. Now j is a transient. What is the answer? J is a transient. What is the answer? 10 followed by what? 0. Is it clear, right? 10 followed by 0 by default is the answer by default you will get. Sir, I is also secure. I is also secure. Then I have to declare I is also as a transient. As a transient. Can you tell what the answer now? What is the answer now? 0 followed by 0. Is it clear? At the time of serialization, if you don't want to save the value of a particular variable to meet security constraint, that variable we have to declare with the transient keyword. Is it clear for all of you? To achieve security, transient keyword play the role in serialization, right? Okay, at this point. At the time of serialization, if we don't want to save, the value of a particular variable, if we don't want to save the value of a particular variable, if we don't want to save the value of a particular variable to meet the security constraint, to meet the security constraints, then we should declare that variable as, transient. Then we should declare that variable as transient. Next para. While performing serialization, JVM ignores the value of transient variable. Wait. JVM ignores original value. Of transient variable. Original value of transient variable and save. Which value? And save default value to the file. And save default value to the file. And save default value to the file. So can I use a term hence? Transient means not to save, not to serialize. Correct or not? Boss, don't serialize the value of j. Like hence transient means not to. Transient means what? Not to serialize. Transient means not to serialize. Add hence transient means transient means not to serialize. Transient means not to serialize. Not to serialize. That's all. Better to highlight within the box. Not to serialize. That's all. So what is rule of transient keyword? Clear for all of you that okay, this is not required to keep explanation. Now if I declare static variable as the transient, what will happen? If I declare final variable as the transient, what will happen? Okay, keep subheading. Transient versus static. Transient versus static. Transient versus static. Transient versus static. Static. Transient versus static. So now observe. Assume here see this one. Int I, int j. Sir, j is the static variable. Observe, j is the static variable. Can you tell static variable is not part of object? Correct or not? Only instance variable is the part of object. Static variable is not part of object. Serialization concept applicable only for objects. Static variable is not part of object. That's why static variable won't participate in serialization. Correct or not? Up to this any doubt on static variable, it won't participate in serialization. Just observe I j, but j is the static. Which variable will be created first? I or j? J. Because static variable will be created at the time of class loading only. That's why j will be created first. What is the j value? 20. Sir, it is nowhere related to the object. Whenever we are creating object, which variable will be created? I. Because okay, now sir, I am creating dog object. Only I value is there. Now j is not part of object because j is the static class level data, nowhere related to object. Now I am trying to serialize this object to the file. Now here see this one. This is my file abc.scr. Now this object is coming. What is the I value now? 10. Now I am trying to deserialize this object. D2. What is the j value? 20, right? Now I am trying, sorry, what is the I value? I value is nothing but what? 10 by default. Regarding I is the 10. Static variable, not part of object, and hence it won't participate in serialization. Now, if I am trying to print d2.i, what is the answer? 10. If I am trying to print d2.j, what is the answer here? By using object reference, we can access class level data. Correct or not? Now, this class level data by default will come. d2.j is nothing but what is the answer? 20 by default. Are you getting? Up to this, from this discussion, you should aware one point. Static variable is not part of object state. Hence, it won't participate in serialization. Sir, I is coming from the file, but j is not coming from the file. J is coming from method area, class level data. Is nothing but like from there it is coming, not from the file. Now my question is, if I declare static variable as a transient, if I declare static variable as a transient, are you getting? As a transient, what will happen, right? Sir, if it is participating in serialization, then JVM ignore original value and save default value. But is it participating in serialization? No. If it is not participating in serialization, then whether this variable is the transient or non-transient, what is the use? There is no use, right? That's why declaring static variable as a transient, there is no use or there is no impact. Are you getting? Meaningful, if you declare instance variable as a transient, declaring static variable as a transient, there is no use at all. Is it clear for all of you? Let me show this one. Here see. Sir, so removing just normal variable. Int I under 10 normal variables, right? Now what is the answer? 10, 20. Okay, like. Now j as static. What is the answer? 10, 20. J of the static. 10, 20 like. Okay, 10, 20. Now I am taking static variable as the transient. If I am taking static variable as the transient, what is the answer we are going to get? Same 10, 20. Same 10, 20. Okay. Same. What is the answer? 10, 20. Okay. So even though static variable declared as the transient, there is no use at all. Sir, let me take I as transient. Instance variable as the transient. What is the answer? What is the answer? 0 followed by 20. 0 followed by 20 like. Are you able to understand? 0 followed by 20 itself is nothing but the answer. Are you getting? So what is the rule if I declare static variable as the transient? What will happen? Clear for all of it at this point. Static variable is not a part of object state. Static variable is not a part of object state. Static variable is not part of object state. Not part of object state, and hence it won't participate in, and hence it won't participate in serialization, and hence it won't participate in serialization, due to this declaring static variable as a transient. Due to this declaring static variable as a transient. Declaring static variable as a transient. Due to this declaring static variable as a transient, there is no use. That's all. So static versus a transient, what will happen? Clear. Next, keep subbing. Final versus a transient. Final versus a transient. Final versus a transient. Transient. Okay. Now, what is final? Final versus a transient? Yes. You know, every final variable will be replaced by the value at a compile time only. In the last class, somewhere I covered in the operators. Now observe. Sir, I have one final int x is equal to 10, int y is equal to 20 is there. One final variable, one normal variable. SOP of x, SOP of y. Do you know? After compilation, these two lines will become. Okay. Can you tell what is the x value? X value, what is the x value? 10. Can I use x value always 10? Array, x value always 10? Yes, because it is final. If it is always 10, why I have to wait until runtime, okay, to replace? At compile time only, every final variable will be replaced with the value directly. Okay, like, can you tell what is the y value? What is the y value? 20. Is y value always 20? No, boss, because normal variable, it may change at runtime. That's why compiler can't replace. At runtime only, this value should be replaced. SOP of what? Y. So, every final variable will be replaced by the value at compile time only. Is it clear for all of you? So, but normal variable, that value replacement should be happened at runtime. So, at runtime, final variable never be in variable form, because it's already replaced with what? 10. It's already replaced with the value at compile time only. So final variable at runtime, no such type of terminology, because it's not in variable form, because already every final variable will be replaced by the value at a compile time only. Now observe this carefully, right? Sir, I'm taking int I, int j. Say this point well. Int I, int j. Let me take this variable as final. Sir, j as a final. J as final. Sir, I am creating dog object. Okay. If I am creating dog object, sir, I am creating dog object. Do you know? final I and j. I is what? Normal variable, but j is what? Final variable. At runtime, final variable is not in variable form, it is in value form. Value. Now if I am trying to serialize, now directly, yes, I is the 10 under 20. Final variable is always going to be participate in serialization by the value, not in variable form. Now is nothing but I is the 10. What is the 20? Directly right. Now my question is, every final variable, okay, final variable will be participated in serialization by the value, not in variable form. By the value directly, not in variable form. At the time of serialization, if it is available in variable form, sorry, it is a variable, then my JVM can check is that variable is transient or not. But final variable not in variable form, it is in value form, then my JVM can't check whether the corresponding variable is the transient or not. That's why final variable will be participated in serialization directly by the value, hence is nothing but directly by the value. So hence declaring a final variable as a transient, there is no impact or there is no use at all. Is it clear? Let me check this possibility. Right here, just I am taking, let me remove normal ij. What the answer is? Normal ij. The answer is 1020. Now let me take j as final. Can you tell what the answer? J as the final, 10 followed by 20. J as the final, 1020. Now I am taking transient final into j. What the answer? 1020. There should not be any change at all. Answer is 1020. Now I am taking I as a transient. What the answer? 0 followed by what? 20. 0 followed by 20, like so. Declaring a final variable as the transient, there is no use at all. Is it clear for all of you? Okay, this is declaring static variable as the transient, there is no use. Clear for all of you at this point. Final variables will be participated in serialization. Final variables will be participated in serialization. Final variables will be participated in serialization. Directly by the value. Final variables will be participated in serialization directly by the value. Directly by the value. Next, hence declaring a final variable, hence declaring a final variable as a transient, there is no impact. Declaring a final variable as a transient, there is no impact. Declaring a final variable as a transient, there is no impact. Okay, that's all. Clear for all of you, right? Okay, this is. Now let me summarize this total discussion into a small summary diagram, right, so that you can aware clearly the concept. Here see, declaration and corresponding output. Output like, sir, I am taking int I is equal to 10, int j is equal to 20. Int I is equal to 10, int j is equal to 20. Can you tell what the output? If I declare int I and int j, what the answer? 10, 20 by default. Now here I am taking transient int I is equal to 10, transient int I is equal to 10, int j is equal to 20. Can you tell what the answer now? What the answer? Transient int I 0, yes, 0 followed by what? 20. Next, here transient static int I is equal to 10, transient static int I is equal to 10, transient int j is equal to 20. Can you tell what the answer? Yeah. Transient static, declaring static variable at the transient, there is no use, 10, but instance variable at the transient, the answer is 0. Okay. Next, okay, here transient int I is equal to 10, transient int I is equal to 10. Next, transient final int j is equal to 20. Transient final int j is equal to 20. Can you tell what the answer now? 0 followed by 20. Okay. Last one, transient static int I is equal to 10. Transient static int I is equal to 10. Transient final int j is equal to 20. What is the answer? Transient static 10, transient final is nothing but what? 20, right? That's all. Summary, whatever example we covered is nothing but like, take this one. Declaration and the corresponding output. Take clearly. Int I is equal to 10, int j is equal to 20, transient int I, next int j, transient int I, int j. Completed, right? Transient static int I is equal to 10, transient int j is equal to 20, 10 followed by 0. Transient int I is equal to 10, transient final int j is equal to 20. So 0 followed by 20. Take clearly. Yes. Completed, right? Then followed by 20, like. Okay. Clear for all of you, right? That's all. This is what you people should aware. Okay, transient static, transient final int j is equal to 20, like. That's all.